Let's just join the hands together right in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra. Close your eyes so we can settle on the breath. Take a deep inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale deep. Exhale. Take your last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Then go ahead and open your eyes. Release the hands down and let's begin with half Vinyasa. Inhale, raise the arms up. Join the hands together and look at your thumb. Extend the side of the body and then reach up with the fingertips. And as you exhale, try to keep your back as flat as possible and take your hands all the way down. Come into Uttanasana. Then come up to the fingertips. Halfway lift, shoulder blades back, gaze into the front. Hollow that belly. And as you exhale, come back to Uttanasana. Inhale, raise the arms back up. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. Now let's move all the way down to the floor. Inhale, raising the arms up. Gaze at your thumb. Extend the front of the body. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Extend the spine. And as we exhale, we're going to step all the way back into table pose. Align the knees with the hips, the wrists with your shoulders, and spread the fingers. Keep grounding the index and thumb into the floor and rooting all the fingertips down to the floor. And let's move up the spine, Vinyasa. Then as we inhale, we're going to curve the back, open up the chest and look up. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the belly in, tucking the chin in. Continue there, flowing with your own breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhaling. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Make it as deep as it can be. Extend the front of the body. And as we exhale, draw the belly in. Push with your hands down to the floor and tuck the chin in. Then let's come back to center. Keep the spine straight. Draw the belly towards the spine and take the right leg up and back. Try to keep that heel in line with the hip and then extend the left arm up. And hold it here for 3 breaths. Inhaling 1, 2, keep the back leg strong. And the last one. Then as we exhale, we're gonna bend the knee. We're gonna take the back foot and we're gonna roll the left shoulder up and keep lifting the right leg up. Now keep kicking with the right leg back. So you're gonna feel you're continuing opening up that left shoulder. Try to keep the hips in the same line. Try not to open that right knee. Let's stay here for one last breath. And then as you exhale, let's release the hand and the knee down to the floor. And switch to the left side. Left leg comes up. Stay with the heel in line with the hip. Bring the belly in. And then take the right arm up and we hold it. 3 breaths. Inhale 1, 2, and the last one, 3. Then go ahead and bend your knee. Try to take the left foot And kick that leg up and back, extending the front of the left thigh, trying to keep the hips on the same line, and rotating that right shoulder. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. We're going to release the pose. We're going to come back to table pose, and slowly we're going to find our way into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So right here, try to root the fingertips down to the floor, press them down and forward. Keep the arms straight and long and strong, but relax the muscles around the neck. Keep bringing the tailbone up as you lower the heels down to the floor. Drawing the belly towards the spine. Relaxing the head down. Let's stay here, one last breath. And then on your next inhale, you're gonna step with the right foot forward. Try to bring that right foot right between the hands, and we're gonna drop the back knee down to the floor, releasing the back toes. Let's come up into low lunge position, and from here, interlock the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulder blades back and open up the chest. Look up as we inhale. Keep separating those shoulders away from the ears, and at the same time, keep sinking the hips all the way down. And breathe, inhale. Exhale. Breathe into your upper back, releasing and relaxing that upper back. Let's take one last breath here. And then as we exhale, we're gonna release and take the hands down. Come with the fingertips right in line with the feet. And we're gonna come into the half split. So slowly we pull that right hip back and we lift up the front toes. We keep engaging the muscles in the quadriceps, lifting the kneecap and extending the spine. And we make an effort to keep that back long and strong. Let's take one more breath here. And then let's step with the right foot forward. Curl the back toes under and lift the back knee. Stay with the left hand right next to the right foot and inhale. Swing that right arm up. And come into a twist. Try to feel the pose. Feel the breath along the pose. And maybe the feeling of the breath allows you to open and lengthening the spine a little bit more. From the base up to the top of the head. One last breath here. And then as we exhale, we're going to take the hand back down and step back into downward facing dog. Take a moment here before we move to the second side. Breathe deeply, elongating that spine. Again, feeling the breath along the body. And then move to the second side on your next inhale. So step with the left foot forward, drop the back knee down, release the back toes. Coming up and interlock the fingers behind you, roll the shoulders, open your chest up, and relax here, inhaling. And exhaling. And as you do that, keep sinking. The hips feel heavy coming down into the floor. Let's stay here for our last breath. Then as we exhale, we release the hands down, we come with the fingertips, and we come into the half split. Extend the spine, lift up your toes, shoulders blades back. And soften the breath again to soften the body. Let's take one last breath here.
Then step back with the right foot right between your hands. Curl the back toes under. Plant the ball of the back foot and twist. Take the left arm up. Inhale. And exhale. And as much as you can, keep the chest open. Keep the back heel in, and at the same time, keep sinking the hips down, the front knee coming forward. Let's hold it one last breath here. And then as we exhale, we're gonna take the hand down into the floor and step back into downward facing dog. Let's take a moment here before we move into the next variation. Take a deep, long breath. And the next time you inhale, you're gonna step with the right foot all the way forward. Keep the back knee away from the floor, and let's come into high lunge this time. Inhale, raise the arms up, palms facing each other, bending the front knee, lifting the back thigh up, reaching forward and up, reaching up with the fingertips. And then as you exhale, take the fingertips back down to the floor, and we're moving into modified Paschimottanasana. Extend up that leg, come into a forward bend, and lift up the toes away from the floor. And breathe, inhaling and exhaling. The back heel doesn't have to be touching the floor, but just try to make an effort to keep rolling that right hip back. The inside of the right hip goes back, and you lower the left hip down, and then slowly you're coming into a forward bend. Let's take one last breath here. And then the right foot comes back down to the floor. Take your hands down and step back into downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Exhale. And then let's go into the second side. A step with the left foot forward. Keep the back knee away from the floor and lift the arms up. And come into the high lunge. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more. Inhale. Extending the elbows. Keep the arms long and strong. Your breath nice and easy. And exhale, take your hands down and start switching. So you extend in the front leg, lifting the toes away from the floor, engaging the kneecaps on the left thigh, and coming on a forward bend. Inhaling. And exhale. Work on extending the spine from the bottom all the way up. Opening the chest, opening the heart. And again, feeling the breath. Then go ahead and press the left foot down to the floor and step with the right foot back between your hands. Inhale, we're coming into Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And exhale, back to Uttanasana. Then take the arms up, inhaling. Exhaling, Samastitihi. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, slowly flow all the way down Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, take the hands down to the floor and step into plank position. Use your knees if you need to. Chaturanga. Inhale, roll the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll the toes, downward facing dog. Let's hold it here. Deep breathing, inhaling. Exhale. Keep your breath nice and easy. And as you hold to the pose, try to feel the pose. And find the tightness, find the imbalance into the pose. Try to work internally, seeing what happens inside the body. Now from here, bend your knees, gaze up to the front, step with the right foot between the hands, followed by the left foot. Look up, inhaling. Extend the spine, shoulder blades back. Exhale, back to Uttanasana. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. And we repeat, arms up, inhale. Arms down, exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back. Go to your plank, use your knees if you need to, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And breathe. 1. Hollow that belly towards the spine. Keep lifting the tailbone up, spreading the sit bones away from each other. Last breath here. Then go ahead and bend your knees, gaze up to the front, step with the left foot forward, followed by the right foot. Look up, inhaling. Exhale, back to your Uttanasana. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. Last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step with the feet back. Come into plank position, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And we rest, inhaling and exhaling. One more long and deep breath. Now go ahead and bend your knees. Look up to the front. This time you can walk or softly jump your feet back between the hands. Inhale, extend the spine, open up your chest. Exhale, back to Uttanasana. Inhale, keep the legs strong as you raise the arms all the way up. Look at your thumb. Exhale, Samastitihi. Let's move to the next variation. Take a deep inhale while you're up, and as you exhale, you're gonna bend your knees and come into chair pose. Try to press the heels down to the floor. Come up with the fingertips down to the floor and inhale. Raise the arms back up. Hands together, gazing at the thumbs. And as we exhale, we flow back to Uttanasana. Hands right next to the feet. Inhale, gazing up and forward. Exhale, press the hands down to the floor and jump or walk your feet down, Chaturanga. Inhale, roll into upward facing dog. Exhale, roll into your downward facing dog. And from here, slowly step with the right foot forward. Drop the back heel down to the floor. Toes slightly in on the back foot. Bend the front knee. Come into Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale. And as we exhale, we open up the arms. Virabhadrasana 2. Take reverse warrior. Left hand down. Open up the right palm. And reach back with the right hand. And as we exhale, we circle the hands back down. We step back into plank position. And we lower Chaturanga. Inhale, press the toes, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving to the second side, softly step with the left foot forward. Back heel comes down, bend the front knee. Warrior 1, inhale. Warrior 2, exhale. Reverse warrior, right hand goes back, open up the left palm and reach back. And then exhale, Take your hands back down to the floor, turn the hips, and step back into your downward facing. Let's rest here. So you keep rooting and pressing the fingertips down. You should be feeling nice energy passing along the arms, activating the biceps and triceps so you feel the arms strong. But you keep drawing the shoulders away from the ears so there's no tension on the neck. The head is relaxed. If you're not too open on the shoulder joints, you're gonna feel the chest coming down. But if your joints are too open on the shoulders, try to actually stay with the shoulders, with the front of the chest in, so you keep the spine long. Then go ahead and bend your knees, gaze up to the front, jump or softly, walk your feet forward. Come up to the fingertips, inhale, extend the spine. And as we exhale, we go back into our Uttanasana, and then chair pose. Press on the heels. Inhale, come up to Utkatasana. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. One more time. Bend your knees. Come up to the heels. Press the heels down to the floor. And inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the torso up. Exhale, press the hands, jump or walk back, Chaturanga. Rolling into the upper back, up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Step with the right foot forward. Back heel down to the floor. Virabhadrasana 1, inhale. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse warrior, inhale. And as we exhale, we're gonna take Paschimottanasana here. So the elbow can come down on the thigh or hand down to the floor and extend the left arm forward. Right here, you wanna create a line between the back heel up to the fingertips. Keep rolling, externally rolling the left shoulder and gazing at the palm of the hand if that is possible. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Last breath here. Exhale, the hand comes down to the floor, roll into the, lift up the back heel and step back into plank position, lower Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Second side. We step with the left foot forward, the back heel right down onto the floor. Let's come up, Virabha 1, inhale. Exhale. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, hand down, Paschimottanasana. Feel the breath, nice and easy. Feel the posture. See how you can go deeper into the pose by using the breath and by relaxing into the pose. Keep extending that elbow, reaching up and forward. And then as we exhale, again we take the hand down. Turn the hips, and this time we step back into downward facing dog. Let's take a moment here. Breathing deeply. Relaxing the muscles in your face. Hollow your palate. So you keep the lips together, but you feel the jaw dropping, so you create a sense of relaxation along the face. And after you do that, you kind of smiling a little bit with your face without moving too much on your lips. Very gentle smile. So it relaxes the pose a little bit more. Then go ahead and bend your knees. gaze up to the front, jump or walk then forward. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, back to Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Come up to chair pose as we inhale. And as we exhale, we go back into Samasthiti. From here, let's raise the arms up. Inhale. And as we exhale, we come in a forward bend again. We're going to take the hands down. And from here, we're going to hug the back of the legs using the forearms. So you can use only your hands and touch the back of the legs, or you can hug the legs using your forearms, dropping the head down, okay, and extending the spine. Try to lengthen from the base of the spine up to the top of the head, and feel that you're releasing the upper body so the head slowly flows heavy down to the floor. Also try to extend the front of the body, the front of the upper body, extending the abdominal muscles. But continue walking the shoulders away from the ears. Let's take a last breath here. Then we're going to release the posture. We're coming into the fingertips. Inhale. We're extending the spine. And as we exhale, once again, the hands are glued to the floor and we step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, rock into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, slowly we're going to take the right foot as we inhale, back between the hands. We're dropping the back heel down to the floor and we're coming up into Trikonasana. So start standing the back leg, the front leg, and coming up. Maybe the fingertips grounded on the right next to the right foot. On the outside, maybe you're touching your leg. Extend the left arm back, left arm up, and try to create one line, one single line between both arms. Keep rotating the chest up, expanding from the center of the heart up to the fingertips, from the center of the heart up to the forehead. Take one last breath here. Okay, then look down for balance. Keep the belly strong and inhale, coming up. And then as we exhale, we're gonna move back into Virabhadrasana 2. Maybe you need to spread the legs a little bit more. Okay, and we're gonna come into binding. The right hand is gonna go inside, the left arm up. Maybe if this is your variation, you're gonna stay here. Otherwise, you're gonna roll the left shoulder in, the hands go behind, and you're gonna try to bind hands behind you. This could be the second variation. Keep lengthening your spine and keep lowering the hip. If you wanna move to the third variation, you're gonna try to replicate Trikonasana's legs and extend in the front leg as you extend the spine. But keep the binding. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep drawing the front of the pelvis in as you draw the chest back. Let's take one last breath here, looking up, or looking even up to the front if the neck's bothering you that way. Okay. And then from here, you're gonna bend the front knee again, and you're gonna release the posture. The hands are coming down, and we're moving back into a lunge position. And we're gonna take the hands down to the floor, step back. Come up to your plank, and let's lower Chaturanga. Inhale, roll the toes, up dog. Exhale, roll the toes into down dog. And take a moment here to relax the breath again. Inhaling and exhaling. So let's move to the second side. Inhale, you're gonna step with the left foot forward. Drop the back heel down to the floor. Start extending that front leg, but try not to lock your knee. Keep engaging the quadricep muscles in the front and even in the back leg, and swing the right arm up. So keep grounding the full hand if you want to, or the fingertips down to the floor, or take your hand into your leg. Whatever variation feels good for you. And inhale. And exhale. Keep lengthening the spine. And keep feeling the posture. Inhaling. Exhaling. Softening and relaxing the hips so we can extend the lower back a little bit more. One last breath here. Then keep rooting the feet into the floor. Keep the belly strong, and inhale, we're coming up. And then exhale, we're moving into Virabhadrasana 2. If you need to separate the legs a little bit more, go ahead and do so. Keep the arms in the same line and keep the torso in the middle. Then we're moving into binding. Remember the variations. Number 1, the left hand can go right in the front, and you raise the right arm up. Hold it here. Or you can do the binding. Internally rotate that right shoulder. Take your hand back. Try to take your left hand back as well. See if you can bind here. That could be second variation. If you want to move forward, we extend the front leg and we move as if we were doing Trikonasana with the legs, and we hold it here. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep rolling that chest back. Keep your breath natural. So it sends the message into the body that we're okay on the posture. Trying not to struggle into the pose. Take one last breath here. And then slowly, let's release back to the pose. Come into the second variation. Release the hands down. Turn the hips back down and stepping back into downward facing dog. And let's come back into relaxing the breath one more time. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Now from here, we're gonna jump right into Malasana. So go ahead and bend your knees. You can also walk in here. But if you know you're jumping, bend your knees and slowly separate the feet and come right into Malasana. So with the armpits, you're kicking the knees out. As you lower the hips down, okay, try to stay with the heels down to the floor and slowly try to bring the toes looking up to the front. At the beginning, we might tend to open up the toes. So little by little, we work for the toes to come in. Okay. Keep lengthening the spine as if you're open the collarbone area. And breathe, inhaling. And then exhaling. Stay there for a couple more breaths. Inhale. Close your eyes if you want to. Maybe to feel where you're sensing the pose, where you're finding the tightness on the pose. And from here, we're gonna do a dynamic exercise, maybe to release tension on the hips. So keep planting the feet down to the floor, push on the floor and inhale. Coming up, extend the arms up, exhale, find your way down. Repeat a few more times. Inhaling. Extending along the body, exhale, come back down. Inhaling back up. Exhaling back down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Come back here. And from here, you can step back. You can relax into Malasana, or we can take Bakasana, meaning that we're gonna come up, lift up the hips, bring the feet together, bend the knees and open them up, bend your elbows, press the hands down to the floor, slowly come forward as you slowly lift your foot up. Keep looking at the floor, inhaling and exhaling. If this is too much for you, stay on your Malasana. And then if you know you're jumping, jump into Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And again, let's relax the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Then look forward. This time we're walking or jumping all the way forward. Sit down and extend the legs up to the front. Let's start with Paschimottanasana. Let's walk the sit bones back. Inhale, take Dandasana, and then try to continue with that line in your back and slowly find your way forward. Grab the side of the feet, and then go ahead and again take a deep inhale. Extend the spine from the belly up to the forehead. Imagine your belly slowly moving towards the knees. Try to keep the spine long. Eventually it will curve a little bit, but try to work on that extension and drop the head down. And breathe, inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. Keep standing the side of the body, breathing into your kidney area, filling up that rib cage, the abdominal muscles. And then inhale, extend the spine, look up. Exhale, release the pose. Let's move into modified Paschimottanasana. Take your hands behind you, fingertips looking forward, bend your knees. Roll the chest up, shoulder blades connected on the spine, and then press the feet down as you lift the hips, and if possible, drop the head down. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep lifting and engaging those hamstrings. Pressing the inside of the feet down to the floor. Take a last breath here. And then exhale, we're coming back down, dropping the tailbone down. Stay with the torso in an inclination but extended, and take the legs up. You can keep your knees bent, or you can keep with the full leg straight, moving into Navasana. And breathe here, inhaling, smiling with your face. Exhaling. I know we might be all shaking, but that's okay. We're moving the energy. Stay here. 2 more long, deep breaths. Last one. Exhale. We're coming back down. And again, we're extending the legs. We're walking the sit bones back, and we're repeating Paschimottanasana. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, we flow forward. Maybe this time we can interlock the fingers behind the feet, if possible. If not, just continue with whatever variation works for you. And come all the way down. And breathe, inhaling. And exhaling. Stay with your breath and listen to your breath. And try to keep grounding the back of the legs, even the back of the knees. So you keep the legs long and strong. And you keep the breath nice and easy. And then go ahead. Release the pose, stand the spine. And then let's move into Paschimottanasana. So you can repeat the previous variation, or you can move to the second variation. Your hands are going back. Point your toes and keep the big toes together. And inhale, lift the hips up. And breathe, inhale. Exhale, we're coming back down and we're moving into Navasana again. Extend the legs and let's come up and breathe, inhaling and exhaling. Let's keep that belly strong. Inhale. Keep extending the spine. We're almost there. And exhale, release. We're extending the legs. And we're taking Marichyasana A from here. Maybe we're gonna change the angle so we can see a bit better. I'll try to use different angles here. But we're gonna take the right foot as close as we can to the sit bone. And we're gonna, whether we flex or we point the toes on the opposite foot. Then we start coming forward with the right hand. And the variation number 1, we can just keep the hands on the sides. Variation number 2, we're gonna try to bind the right arm below the right knee. Let's start by extending the spine all the way up to the side. And then as we exhale, we're gonna slowly move down. Try to keep elongating the spine and slowly find your way down. Inhaling. And exhaling. Stay there. I'm gonna show you a different angle. Inhaling. And exhaling. And relax with the breath. Stay there for one more long and deep breath. And go ahead and extend the spine as we inhale. And as we exhale, we're gonna release the pose. And we're gonna take the right hand behind, fingertips grounded, lengthening from the base of the spine. Extend the left arm up. And then let's take Marichyasana C. Variation number 1, we're just gonna twist, leaving the fingertip grounded into the floor. Variation number 2, if you can do the binding, you're gonna take your hand behind, you're gonna interlock the fingers and try to work on extending from the base of the spine up to the top of the head. Okay. Keep the left foot active, keep rolling over. Maybe at the base of the spine, you're gonna curve your back just a little bit to access into the full Marichyasana C. That's okay. What we're gonna try to work on actually is opening the collarbone area, the chest area first, extending and expanding from the middle and upper back. The breath is maybe gonna become shorter on this pose. Try to go back into the consciousness of the breath and breathe deeply. Inhale. Then go ahead and release. And let's move back to center. Okay, extend the spine before we move into the second side. Bend the left knee. Try to bring the heel as close to the sit bone as you can. Point the right toes. And then come forward as you inhale. Variation 1, extend the arms. Variation 2, you're binding with the left arm below your knee. Then extend the spine to the side, elongate that spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, you're coming forward back to center. And find your way down. Perhaps it's just here. Perhaps slowly you can keep moving the head all the way down. Keep rolling that right shoulder back. So maybe instead of just taking your hand, you can take up on your wrist and come all the way down. Let's take one breath here, one last one.
And then go ahead and extend the spine. Go ahead and release the palms and take Marichyasana C. Fingertips, left fingertips go back. And then extend the right arm back. Maybe we curve the lower back just a little bit. To find the space, we need to rotate. And then we hug the leg. We bring the right arm back. Maybe we're binding the hands. Remember, the first variation could be just here. And you're just twisting. And work on opening up that chest area. This will allow us eventually to bind a little bit better. Or if you feel comfortable, you're gonna bind your hands behind you. Inhale. And exhale. Keep your gaze soft. And again, work on lengthening from the middle to the upper back. One more last breath. Exhale. Move all the way back to center. Release the legs. And let's take a downward facing dog. Take your hands up to the front, cross the legs, and come back into your down dog. And relax the breath. Inhale. And exhale. One more here. Inhale. Exhale. Let's drop the knees down. Open them up as if we're moving into child pose. We're gonna do a little bit of shoulder opening. So start walking your hands up to the front. Crawling those fingertips. And the idea here is to work on work on staying here, that would be enough. For people who have tight shoulders, maybe the chin comes down to the floor, maybe the chest goes down. Okay, you can bring actually the knees closer to each other and just curve the back and keep lengthening the arms forward. Inhale. And exhale. A few more long and deep breath here. Let the body relax into the pose. The shoulders to open up. Maybe even close your eyes if you want to feel this pose internally. Almost done here. Good. Then slowly we're gonna take the cinchron here. So we're just gonna come forward. We're gonna keep grounding the forearms and the elbows and the palm of the hand down to the floor. And we're gonna lift the chest up. Okay. Keep the legs active, closer to each other. Keep pressing the front of the feet, then inhale. Lift and walk the shoulders away from the ears. You're welcome to stay here, or if you want to go deeper into the pose, take the elbows away from the floor and keep lifting, inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Drop the belly down to the floor. Drop the chin down. Take your hands behind you and grab whether it's the back of the foot, the front of the foot, or the heels. Okay? The feet can continue separate, hip distance apart, or you can bring the big toes together. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. You can flex the foot or you can point your toes. Roll the shoulder blades back and let's come into the Anurasana. Lifting up, inhaling and exhaling. Keep kicking those legs up and back. Inhale. Exhale. One last breath here. Exhale, release. Then take your hands right in line with the chest. Curl the back toes under. Press the knees, and this time let's step into child pose. And breathe, inhaling. And exhaling. Good. Then come up, and slowly we're gonna find our way down to the floor. We're gonna lay down onto the floor and start closing this practice. Hope you're feeling by now the benefits of the practice. The body feels more loose and open. Go ahead and bring the knees up to the chest, hug the legs, and maybe rock to the sides. Massage your back. And inhale. And exhale. Right there, you're gonna come up to center. Take your knees in a 90-degree angle. The hips and the knees are on the same line, and spread the arms to the side. Drop both of your knees to the right side, keeping both back of the shoulders down to the floor, and stay there. Maybe with the right hand, you're placing the right hand on top of the left knee, and you're pressing the knee down. As slowly, and then you try also to press the back of the left shoulder down to the floor. Stay there, breathing deeply, inhaling and exhaling. Then come up to center, and let's do the second side. And again, keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Feel, enjoy yourself breathing. A few more long and deep breath here. And then let's come back up to center. And from here, we're gonna take, Malasana, take your legs back. We're gonna take shoulder standing, a few variations. If you don't feel like doing shoulder standing, just go ahead and take your legs up. Otherwise, we're here in Malasana. Take the elbows in. Try to touch, not the lower back, but actually the rib cage area. And take the legs all the way up, creating a line between the shoulders and the heels. And breathe deeply, inhale. Exhale. A few more long and deep breath here. You can stay for as long as you want to. You can stay up to 25, up to 30 breaths if you would like to. But if not, 8 breaths would be fine enough. And then slowly we're gonna come back into Halasana, plow pose. Take your feet behind your head. Interlock the fingers and take your palms down. And hold it here before we come down. Okay, then release the hands, press the hands down to the floor, and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, find your way down.
Then once you're down, you're gonna take the legs down. This time, bring the sole of the feet together, open up the knees, and we're gonna take a supported fish, Matsyendrasana. Come up to your elbows. The hands are on the behind your hip.
Curve your back and bring the top of the head down to the floor. And watch your breath. Inhaling. Exhale. Try to expand the area right in front of your throat. This is a very important area. The location of a very important chakra that guides how we talk, how we communicate with the world. And one way to stimulate that chakra is by really opening that area. Stay here, one more breath.
And then go ahead and release the head down. Rest the back of the spine into the floor. Extend the legs up to the side, maybe separate just a little so the skin is not touching. Walk the shoulders away from your ears and extend the arms to the side. Close your eyes and enjoy your Shavasana. And this time we're holding Shavasana for about 10 minutes. It's a very important part of the practice. We allow the nervous system to relax, to slow down before we close the practice. So keep your breath soft and keep connecting with the breath. Keep it natural. You can play with it a little bit. Maybe you slow it down. Maybe you make it more deep. Maybe you make it stronger. But the idea is to relax the breath as we relax the body.
Slowly, we're gonna start waking up the energy on the body. Maybe start by feeling your toes and fingers, moving them slowly. Moving your feet, stretching the palm of your hands. And when you're ready, you're gonna throw the arms back above the head. Stretch the full body, reaching up with the hands and forward with the feet. Then go ahead and release. Bend your knees and slowly roll to either side, left or right, whatever feels more open and comfortable right now. Take a moment here. And then, keeping your eyes closed, find your way up. Coming to a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana. Sit with your legs straight or cross the legs. Take your hands in front of the chest into pray position. May this practice allow us to navigate the day with more easiness, steadiness, and strength. May this practice allow us not to be so reactive and more active. May this practice allow us to build and create a nice day every day. Namaste.